Family vacations can be a special way to bond with your children and spouse. Current economic downturns have some families looking at spending less or even cutting their vacation altogether. There are alternatives to the traditional vacation that provide quality family togetherness with much less expense. Staycations, camping, and house swapping are some vacation alternatives that can be big money savers. Even though some families may think they cannot afford a vacation, with careful planning and open-mindedness, a fun and affordable vacation is possible to fit almost any family's budget. Let's begin by looking at house swapping. House swapping is pretty much what it sounds like. You will trade the use of your home for the use of someone else's home. To do this, you may want to utilize a house networking website. Two of these websites are Craigslist.org and HomeExchange.com. Both of these websites have produced successful house swapping for several years now. HomeExchange.com has been in business for 14 years, and they boast 29,000 successful house swappings. They do charge a small monthly fee of $9.95. However, if you choose, you can do 3 months at a time for a little bit more per month. It would be somewhere probably under $50. But once you pay that fee, your actual accommodations are completely free. Obviously, the downside of house swapping would be you would be allowing people that you don't know into your home. However, if you feel comfortable with that and are a little bit adventurous, this can be an alternative that could save $500 to $1,000. Next, let's look at camping. If you are a camper, then camping may not be considered an alternative. But if your family is typically used to staying in resorts or hotels, this could be a definite alternative that can save you a lot of money. The typical campsite runs somewhere around $25. Established campsites usually have some type of water feature, such as a pond or a pool, even near a lake, somewhere for the children to swim or fish. They usually have playgrounds, bathhouses, and even a small store that you can purchase your basics if you run out of something. When you're camping, remember that there is camping etiquette that must be followed. There's usually a lights out time or a quiet time, usually around 10 o'clock, where some of the campers go to bed, and your family needs to be aware of those rules to have a successful camping stay. Next, let's look at the idea of a staycation. Current rise in airfare, cost of fuel, and lodging has given rise to a new trend called a staycation. Basically, it's activities done within a day's journey of your home, such as water parks, zoos, museums, and visiting sports such as basketball, baseball, something like that. Also, acceptable staycation activities can be done right in your own home. Something my family likes to do are board games. My children's favorite board game is probably Monopoly. Monopoly, depending on how many people are playing, can last anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. Children love it. They like the idea of having their own money. It can teach them the value of money. Also, other possible staycation activities can include camping in your backyard or hiking in the woods. Staycation activities don't have to cost a lot. They can actually be completely free. It just takes a little bit of planning and creativity. For instance, if you have a daughter that's, say, 6 years old and she likes the Dora the Explorer, you can allow her to create a hike in the woods with the family where they encounter obstacles much like one seen in the show, and you may need to go out beforehand and plan those out with her and then take the family out. And by giving that child the opportunity to plan the activity, it can lead to raised self-esteem, and they feel very involved in planning those activities. If you have a son that's 10 or 12 years old who enjoys basketball or baseball, just load the family up, take them to the park, and plan a family baseball game. In conclusion, I would like to say that a family vacation is a very effective way to bond with your children and spouse. Traditional vacations can be expensive and out of reach for some families. However, with proper planning, staying within your budget, and being open to vacation alternatives such as camping, staycation, and house swapping, a fun and affordable family vacation is possible. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Yes. Is house swapping safe?
While there are no guarantees with either website that I researched, HomeExchange.com did boast that in 14 years they've never had any incidences of theft or vandalism. Any other questions?
Yes. What if a family has 6 children? How can they give enough time to choose a staycation activity?
Well, for bigger families, and you would want to give each child time to plan their staycation activity, keep that activity to a minimum of 2 to 3 hours, something where you can easily accomplish 2 to 3 activities in one day. So that way, each child, say you had 6 children, you could easily accomplish 6 activities in 3 to 4 days' time. Are there any more questions?
Nope.
Thank you very much.